you know, we saw Naz get 3-stocked, right? And I'm not saying Naz can't gain his composure after that, but we saw what that did to his mentality. You know, he's shaking his head. Definitely did not look happy. Fatality, though, this is his job.
Yeah.
He shows up. He's ready to work.
Absolutely.
He's like, okay, that went badly. I'm going to accept it as it is, make the changes I need to make, blow him up.
Yeah, and not just that. It's I'm going to adapt to the information you've given me, and now I'm going to see how you can change when I decide to dictate the tempo and move at my own pace.
Yeah, and honestly, most of the reads there came out of Fallen's disadvantaged state, not quite being what it needed to be. There were a lot of maybe ill-advised carts and things like that that Fatality was ready to show up for and punish.
Yeah, and what we've definitely seen is that Fatality was just ready to kind of get reads on the off-stage moves from Fallen. But now, Sonic and Ness with Wrath, either number 1 or number 2 in this state.
Yeah, I would say that Fatality might have actually secured well, I don't know. I think Cola has won more 404s, actually. But there's a competition between Wrath, Fatality, and Cola, all for those top 3 spots. In the past, Cola has taken it, Wrath has been number 2, and Fatality has been number 3 or 4. But this season looking very strong for all of them, so we'll have to see.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm excited to see how Jonestly will approach Wrath. You know, Wrath known for being a very conservative player, likes to play defensive. He's had a great set against players like T at Frostbite. But, you know, it's how he's going to get in and start racking damage on Wrath.
If you guys are looking for who the underdog is here, Wrath is a PGR level player. He was either PGR level or Area 51, I don't remember which, but he has multiple PGR wins under his belt. Jonestly, a really, really solid Georgia player, but he is just on the PR, not quite on that level. That being said, Jonestly able to take names completely, and he's had some really good sets against all these guys in the top 5 of the Georgia PR. Hopefully, he can make a huge run today.
Yeah, and right now, it's a very even game, but that doesn't mean too much when you're playing against someone like Wrath Solo, and you know that just as well as I.
Absolutely.
When Wrath is able to get a small lead against you, he's going to grind it out, try to find out all of your habits, and then turn that against you game 2.
I was talking to Wrath the other day, actually. We were playing some friendlies, and I basically said, oh my gosh, there's the bear, almost killing him. Wait, hold on. This edge trap, oh my gosh, he shortens the PK fire with the spring, and it's going to be enough to kill Jonestly.
Well, that PK rocket has a pretty decent recovery distance, but Wrath so intelligent to use the spring to gimp that distance and force Jonestly into a disadvantaged situation.
Yeah.
So now Wrath is just in a great position to take over.
So yeah, I asked Wrath for advice the other day, back to what I was saying, and the main thing he says that he does, his main game plan, is he just sits back, relaxes, makes sure his body's relaxed, and just lets himself react. And Sonic, a character fast enough that he can react to just about every opening, and he just trusts himself to get the reaction that he needs. And it has served him incredibly well.
Oh, absolutely. And what I definitely can see from Wrath is that you look at his posture right now, he's completely relaxed, not worried about anything. He's just playing his game.
Yep, and maybe a little more tension out of Jonestly. Not so much. Sorry, I know we're studying their posture right now as the game is going on. But, you know, Jonestly going to have to find another PK fire that is going to actually lead into something here. Wrath has been so good about SDIing those and making sure that he gets out, and Jonestly can't get those big explosive hits.
Yeah, and you already looked, so there's about 4 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. Wrath is very content with waiting this game out as long as he has to.
Yeah, Wrath not known to lose these sets. The only one of these, that's not good for, oh, actually, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was a very calculated risk from Wrath, doing the homing attack to try and stop the PK. But now it's up to, Jonestly to try and push the envelope and get some damage off of Wrath.
Oh, Wrath SCIing that PK fire straight up, finding his way out of it, and the grab missing from Jonestly. Just the level of game knowledge these players have, especially Wrath here, is really helping him out, just knowing exactly what to do in every situation.
Yeah, and I mean, right now they're trading tit for tat, but that just lengthens his lead further and further.
That's true. Yeah, these trades are all bad for Jonestly right now.
And
getting him off stage.
Yeah, being off stage is not a place you want to be against Wrath right now.
Wow. And now he has to go for the Thunder. Oh, okay. He was just dead.
Okay.
Jonestly a little bit too low. Wrath knowing it, doing the homing attack, saying, hey, if you do get this PK Thunder, I'm going to shorten it and you're going to die for sure. I don't care if I lose my stock. I think Wrath ready to tech those. The only reason he didn't tech the one before is it was red on the stage, which means it was an untechable. Just a little too fast to tech that one.
Yeah, absolutely. And so we're still seeing Ness and Sonic. I don't expect much change from these two. But what are some quick changes that you would give Jonestly to try and swing this back in his favor?
I would say take what you can get and don't overreach. You know, I feel like Wrath, he is perfectly content to sit back and wait for you to essentially, wow, as I'm saying this, it's happening over and over again. Waiting for you to overextend, waiting for you to find something that you did not have, and he's just going to punish you hard for it.
Yeah, and Wrath, a player more so even known for just taking advantage of the smallest lead that he's given and then turning it into an absolute runaway train.
Yeah, everyone says Wrath always goes for the timeout. That's sort of true, but he will take the opportunities if you give them. You know, he knows that you have the pressure on you if you're behind to approach, and he's going to use that to his advantage to find more openings and extend his lead. He is not just going to camp all the time necessarily. He's more just patiently looking for an opportunity.
Yeah, and that is definitely the hallmark of these top-level players, that they are waiting for everything to come to them. They don't necessarily have to push the advantage state on their own.
Don't force it. That's going to kill him.
Yeah.
He has the answer. What does Jonestly do about that?
I mean, right now, I feel like you have to mix up your recovery, maybe come in from a higher angle where he can't stuff you.
Yeah, maybe, but I'm pretty sure these are completely reactionary. I mean, PK Thunder, not a hard to react to move, and if you put Ness off stage without that double jump, we haven't seen a lot of recoveries with air dodge, but I think that's because he's had his drift called out with back airs and forward airs so much.
Yeah, and right now what we've seen is that Wrath is just content to wait, as we've mentioned multiple times, but he's also just playing very fundamentally sound, where he's not taking any egregious risks, or he's not really looking for anything to push his advantage state too hard.
Yeah, safety is the name of the game here. And safety and Wrath, a player with extreme defensive knowledge. He knows exactly what to do to avoid what you want to do. And he's just going to sit back and, like I said, just going to trust his reactions. And it's going to work.
Yeah, and right now, Wrath is continuing to extend his advantage overall.
Let's just take a trampoline break.
Yeah, I mean...
Uh-oh. That's not good. Jonestly maybe looking a little shook right there.
Yeah, you know, what I can definitely see is that Sonic is just playing this so well, so safe overall. But Jonestly just, he has to take too many risks, and Wrath has already proved that. As you mentioned, he doesn't need to do anything but wait.
Yeah, that is true. And at 143, he might as well wait, you know? Don't want to lose your stock. You're not going to... Oh, wow. That was actually really good.
Yeah, great call out by Jonestly.
Okay, back throw putting him off stage, though. Double jump wasted. I'm so surprised he keeps going for these thunders instead of air dodging. But I guess at that range, it's more unexpected. Spin dash fair going to take it.
Yeah, I mean, spin dash fair, Sonic bread and butter right there, especially from the state of Georgia. You have to know how to deal with this character if you want to have any level of success in Georgia.
Yeah, that being said, no one knows how to deal with this character. Wrath, he's in the top 3 for a reason. It's literally just like Fatality and Cola and sometimes Mugen who takes sets off of him. Because he plays that safe, reactive, sit-back style, he is consistent as all hell. He's a player who doesn't drop sets to players he shouldn't drop them to because he doesn't have to. He doesn't aggress when he doesn't need to. If you're always playing safe, it's going to be really, really hard for someone to find the edge on you if they don't just outplay you at every turn.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing that he does so well as a player is that he doesn't necessarily take uncalculated risks, but what he'll do is he'll push his advantage and kind of feign that he's open and make you swing at him. He's like, great, now you're in disadvantage and you whiffed, so this is my turn to take.